Hey, Jeffrey with Digital Trends, and we are looking at the Samsung Galaxy S3. I'll apologize for the birds and the noise in the background. We're outdoors, it's a nice day. This is Samsung's new flagship phone, and this is the white version. It also comes in blue, and it's kind of the big thing going on right now. So every phone is kind of compared to it. Aside from the iPhone, this is probably the biggest release of a smartphone, certainly, that I've ever seen. It's out on AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon, and US Cellular too. So all the majors and US Cellular. So I guess if you want to count them as a major carrier. So as you can see, it's got a 4.8-inch screen, runs Android, the very new version, Android 4.0. And it pretty much matches or exceeds most other devices in most types of features. So the home screen, pretty typical if you've seen an Android home screen before. Everything's very fast, very snappy. Battery life's okay. It's not as great as we'd hope. This is an AMOLED screen. The battery life, there is a power saving feature that does seem to help. And it does seem to be a tad bit better than the Galaxy Nexus, but that's not saying much. So no major advances in battery life. If you really want a great battery, you better hope you're on Verizon, because the Motorola Droid Razr Max is probably the best thing going for battery life right now. But it's pretty snappy, very good, comes with some custom apps. I'll show you S Voice here. It's Samsung's best attempt to take on Siri. It'll probably record what I said there, so it's a little hit and miss. I said Siri, it picked up Sears. We'll try something else. How's the weather? How's the weather? So it caught me saying that twice, but it still showed me the weather. So it can recognize voice stuff pretty well. It's good for, calendar events or setting your alarm clock, stuff like that. Hasn't been that great at providing answers for much else. Maybe a little worse than Siri. Siri's not that great yet either. But it is cool to talk to it, and sometimes it'll give you a snarky answer if you ask it the meaning of life or something like that. So we've also got, I installed Chrome Beta. Anybody can get this if you run Android 4.0. This is just on a website. So as you can see, Samsung has a menu button here. This is not on any other Android 4.0 device. Usually it's an on-screen thing now. Google switched it. Samsung's decided to add this back and make it a main navigation button. Not sure why. Usually you would see the recent apps or the multitasking menu there. You can still get to that. It's kind of hidden. You hold down this physical button, which is also unique to have a physical button on a phone like this, and you can access that. If you look at the apps again, and we'll go into settings. So we have some different motion settings. So you can lift the phone up to your ear and it'll automatically call whoever you're texting. There's some tilt to zoom stuff, some older stuff in there. And you can shake to update in certain situations. It's not in here, but we like the Smart Stay, so it'll actually look at you while you're reading with the front camera. I know you don't want it looking at you, but you'll see that you're reading and keep the screen on, which is actually really helpful. The Siri app can also do a couple basic voice things, like you can yell snooze at your alarm or yell pause while you're playing music and it'll pause. You can also set this down to mute the phone, set it down straight if you want to do that. Most of these are just a lot of little functions that you can turn on or off in the settings. But overall, very, very good handset. We haven't even gotten into the camera. I'll give you a quick look at it. You can do the record. There's a lot of different functionality. It's the best camera we've seen on a Samsung phone for sure. So you can record and snap photos while you're recording, video, stuff like that. That is a new HTC function that everybody wants to copy now because it's useful. And so if you wanted to record a pigeon that's walking by or something like that. And it's also got you can customize these menus up here. So if you hold it down, you can drag over different menu items and customize your camera a little bit. So overall, just a very good phone. It comes with a preloaded Flipboard app. I don't know if any US carriers are getting the Dropbox, but in some situations you can get some free Dropbox space by getting the phone. But really, we don't have too many complaints. Battery life's a little weak for whatever reason, but it does have a replaceable battery, which is nice. So you can get an extra one if you need. That is the Samsung Galaxy S3.